All right, thank you very much, Jared. Now joined by the commissioner of the NECBL, Mr. Commissioner. Thanks for joining us, Jared. We had you on the pregame show as well here in the postgame report as the Newport Gulls fall here tonight. The Keene Swamp Bats take the championship here in Game 3, and what an exciting game it was.
It sure was, and again, a lot of testament. It says a lot about the Keene Swamp Bats, these players, this coach and staff and organization. 3-12 start, not playing very well. Bottom, the worst start of the organization's history, and to think they'd turn into the highest team in the month of July. They persevered. They've earned this. They deserve a lot of credit for themselves for sticking with it, and not relenting to the difficulties and challenges they face this summer.
Now the season was a long one here. 44 games for the first time in season history, and how about the Swamp Bats? They went 3 games in all their playoff series, faced elimination several times, coming back to win it from 1 game down here against the Gulls in a tough ballpark at Cardines.
Very much so. I mean, I think I go back to the start that they had, and they obviously are mentally tough individuals, and they came together as a team, and that's half the battle in summer baseball, coming together. But, to come in the Cardines against the Gulls, defending champs, 2,500 fans, it's very difficult. That first inning when Newport got out of the bases loaded jam with a double play, I kind of thought that was a bad omen for Keene, a very good omen for the Gulls. But they continued to persevere as they did all season long once they had that tough start.
Now, up next, of course, for the NECBL, we look ahead to the offseason and the Hall of Fame dinner, which will be held here in Newport.
Yes, very much looking forward to it. It's going to be great to return here, be in a celebratory mood, and it's the first. It'll be the second inductee class for the NECBL, and we're still looking for some confirmation from Steven Strasburg. So, his wife has given birth to a child about a month before, so we're hopeful that he's going to be able to make the trip, but. We'll see about that. Joe Nathan, Andrew Bailey, Craig Breslow. Should be a great lineup. Again, it'll be a lot of fun for the NECBL to honor its alumni and others of Major League Baseball as well. And of course, some great silent auctions. That's always fun to come and see what opportunities you can win at the NECBL.
So the games all got in. The championship was played. The weather, in the end, was beaten by the league. Mr. Commissioner, I'm sure you're going to be feeling pretty good now that your first year under your belt as commissioner is under your belt.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of amazing to think it is over, but I guess we did get through it, and it was very successful. And again, it's for the first time around, it was a whirlwind of activity. I learned a lot, to say the least. Mario Tiani was. On my phone quite a bit, talking me through situations and drawing on his years of wisdom and experience. But, it's been a lot of fun to be able to serve the league in this capacity, and I hope that I have the opportunity to do it for years to come.
All right, thanks, Mr. Commissioner, for joining us.
Great. Thank you. Great job.
Congratulations on running another great season here.
Thank you.
So we're going to keep it here live now on the NECBL Broadcast Network as Newport Gulls players here are standing behind us, a final team meeting here in 2013. They're going to keep it here live for as long as we can here tonight. We got Newport Gulls players, staff, host families, coaches, of course, many others here. Timmy Robinson, the season comes to an end here tonight, and even though the Gulls weren't able to walk away here with the championship, it's still a memorable one here.
Yeah, it was a great summer. Unfortunately, we couldn't win it, but we played our hardest.
Do you have any favorite moments, things you're going to remember for the rest of your life after this summer?
Just this group of guys. They're great guys on and off the field. We shared a lot of memories together.
What do you think you're going to be taking with you back to the West Coast?
A lot of stuff. I learned a lot this summer, and hopefully it'll pay off.
Now, of course, the Newport Gulls falling here in Game 3 of the championship. It's always heartbreaking to lose at home. But, to get this far, to get to this point, 11 teams have been already home, back with their families for a week now. Sure, of course, I know all the players are looking forward to getting home. At the same time, now it's going to hurt here to lose.
Yeah, we're blessed to be here, but that's part of the game. Win some, you lose some. Unfortunately, we lost the big one.
All right, Timmy Robinson, thanks for joining us here one more time.
Thank you.
Cody Jones. As we're here live on the NECBL Broadcast Network, our final broadcast of the 2013 season. Cody, you had an incredible summer here in Newport. You were hot at the bat at first in the leadoff spot. Ended up down in the 9 order, but still kept picking up the walks. Ended up being third in the league in walks. You ended up winning the fastest runner competition at the All-Star game. stealing bases like they were going out of style. Picked up another one here tonight in the playoffs. A memorable summer. It doesn't end the way the Gulls want it to end, but still, I think the memories here will probably last a lifetime.
I can't express to you how good of a time I've had here. I mean, it's been a blast and an experience of a lifetime. And I mean, our team was incredible. What a great group of guys, and just everybody that works here and helps us be able to play baseball. It's been a blast, and yeah, it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but you know, it's been great. I've loved it.
What are you going to be taking back with you to school?
Be taking back with me
from this summer?
Oh gosh, you know, I've learned a lot. You know, as it comes to approaches to, I mean, I've built great relationships that I'm gonna try and keep going with people that I really care about, and it's been a lot of fun.
All right, Cody. Good. Best of luck to you. It's a pleasure working with you this summer.
Thanks a lot. You too.
Thank you. So we'll continue here live on the NECBL Broadcast Network as we're joined by a variety of players. Shea Donlan. Shea Donlan is here. Shea, the Newport Gulls season comes to an end here tonight, but it was still a memorable season despite the way it ended. You got to be happy with everything the Gulls accomplished this summer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough loss. It's a tough way to go out, but a great summer overall. Like the connections and, you know, the way they treat us here, it's just unreal. It's lifelong memories. So it's bitter right now, but you can't really be unhappy with the situation, you know.
Think about everything Newport did, 12 straight wins, the sweeping the first couple rounds in the playoffs, 10 All-Stars up in Laconia in that All-Star game. Really, the Gulls did everything that they could have been asked to do this summer.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I mean, Chuck got the right guys, and all the guys are great people to be around, and, you know, they do special things on and off the field. So, like I said, it's tough to be unhappy with the situation, you know.
Just talked with Cody Jones a moment ago. You two swapped off basically in the ninth spot and the leadoff spot here in the summer. What was that change like for you starting to hit out of the leadoff spot?
I mean, not too much different, you know. Like the 9 guy and the leadoff guy are pretty much the same person. Just got to get on base and be the table setter for the heavy hitters. So that's about it. I mean, it's just same approach up there, you know.
So thinking about now the relationships you built here this summer, I'm sure there's friendships that are probably going to last a lifetime.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, these guys are a great group of guys. I wouldn't change any of these guys for anyone.
All right, Shea Donlan, thanks for joining us here, and good luck.
It's Mr. Lima. Appreciate it.
We're gonna keep it here live now as long as we can here, as we look around as Kevin Winterroad, Keene Swamp Bats manager, gets the Gatorade over to my left. Of course, Winterroad, a former Newport Gulls assistant coach. He gets the Gatorade dumped on him here at Cardines Field. Let's see if we can grab him right now real quick. Coach Winterroad.
He's got to get that shirt off.
Probably a little bit chilly. Coach Winterroad, just so you have the Gatorade dumped on you here.
Yes, I did.
And your team coming back here at your former ballpark. Coach here, of course, for a year in 2010 with the Gulls. But this has been an incredible Swamp Bats team, Coach, that came out to win the championship here tonight, coming from one game down.
They've been battling with their backs against the wall all year, so I'm just proud of them and proud to be associated with an unbelievable group of kids who've been mentally tough for the last 6 weeks and just got the job done every time they had to.
Yeah, to see a team go to Game 3 3 times, coming into a hostile environment like this in Cardines Field with 3,000 fans on here and come away with a victory against this hard-hitting Gulls team, that's certainly impressive and I think a pretty remarkable performance.
I just think that we've been so battle-tested with, fighting back from 3-12 that I knew we would play well. Beating Newport in Newport, I don't know that our kids truly understand how difficult of a task that's been over the history of the NECBL, so to do it here makes it even a little more special.
Coach, ice water in the veins of the Swamp Bats, ice water in your uniform here.
Yes, this is going to be a little bit of a chilly ride home, but I'll take it tonight.
All right, congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
And again, we're going to keep it here live. We'll talk to as many Newport Gulls as possible. We got Ben Roberts here. Ben Roberts, we're live here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Ben, Big Benny, season comes to an end here. It's not the way the Gulls wanted to end it, but still, it was a remarkable summer. There's going to be some new names in the record books, including yourself.
Yeah, I think we all had a really good summer. We played really well. Unfortunately, we just kind of ran out of energy these last couple games. So, but everybody played great. I mean, we made some new friends. I mean, we're like family here now, so it was awesome.
Yeah, it's a long summer, so many games. It's not like the college season where you play the weekends, or they go through 44 regular season games and then playing 7, 8 postseason games, an exhibition. It's a long year, but obviously you've made memories that last with you a lifetime. You're an all-star. You set the league record for doubles this year. You set the goals record for runs scored in this season.
Yeah, totally blessed. I mean, this opportunity that I was given from Chuck, I'm totally grateful for it. Chuck's an amazing guy, and I'll remember this forever. Maybe I'll be back next year, depending on how things work out and stuff. But it's an amazing place. I love Newport and the community here, and I just had a really good time. And thank everyone for being a part of it.
Hey, if you could ever come back next year, 1 year, 1 win away from that ring, it's always another opportunity.
That's right. We got unfinished business now, so we'll see.
Now, as a hitter, how do you feel like you've improved this summer?
I've learned a lot from Coach Leyva. He, from the day one we've been working, and I've really became a better hitter. I've become more patient at the plate, looking more specifically for my pitch, and not settling for a pitch that the pitcher wants you to swing at and stuff. So I've learned a lot from him, and hopefully I'll see him later on when we play down in California this year.
All right, Ben Roberts, congratulations on a good summer here in Newport. Didn't win it all here tonight, but hey, came as close as any other team.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Best of luck to you, Ben.
Thank you.
Well, still going to keep it here live on the NECBL Broadcast Network as, we got players, host families, player families, fans, and many more all mingling here on the field. We got a couple of personalities here for the Newport Gulls. We got Newport shortstop Trace Tamsing. We've got Newport's lefty, Mark McCoy. We'll talk to you both here for just a few moments here, wrapping up this 2013 season. Mark, pie in the face, man.
Yeah.
We'll start with you. Of course, you got the few post-game show guests the last few games of the pie in the face. Unfortunately, no pies here tonight. It's always tough to lose at home, but this summer is a summer I'm sure you had memories that are going to last a lifetime.
Yeah. It was a very fun summer. I mean, Newport's a great place. It's a great place to play, great place to live. So I loved it here. And speaking about the pies, you're going to get the next one there, big dog.
Always look over your shoulder here in Newport. Now, Mark, as a pitcher, do you feel like you've improved? There's certain things you've tweaked in your game this summer?
Yeah. I think I've got more command of my off-speed pitches. So that's kind of the one thing I had to come here and do. And I thought towards the end I started doing it. So and for me, biggest thing for me was my mentality change. So, yeah, I think I gotten better here.
Compared to other experiences you've had in baseball, how does this one rank?
Doesn't rank to any of them. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. It's a family atmosphere. I mean, Chuck does a great job. I mean, it's a totally family-run function. So you just feel welcome here as soon as you get here.
All right, Mark McCoy, best of luck to you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Trace Tamsing, all-star Newport Gulls shortstop. Thanks for joining us here for a few moments, Trace. You had a pretty good night at the plate here in the final game of the season. Had that big double, scored the lone run in this one for Newport.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to go down here at home, especially in the championship game. But it was hard fought. This whole series was hard fought, and our guys put everything out there, and just didn't come up.
Trace, you had some accolades yourself here this summer. You led the league in a number of categories, set a couple of goals, team records, including games played, all 44 games at shortstop this summer. That must have been something new for you.
Yeah, I mean, I play short every day at school, but I didn't play that many straight. Coming to summer ball and being able to play that many games in a row, it's guaranteeing you to get better, and I think I did. So it was nice. It was a good experience.
Of course, Trace, you've already been drafted once by the Red Sox, right? And you were drafted again this summer in season.
Yeah, I was by the Royals this year. Privileged to be able to be drafted 2 times in the last 3 years, and hopefully we'll make it 3 next year.
Defensively, Trace, you had a little struggle at the start of the season, but you really settled into the role at shortstop. You ended up leading the league, in fact, in double plays turn for a shortstop.
Yeah, it's tough when you go to somewhere new and you aren't used to the field. You kind of struggle at first, but then, you end up getting used to it. And I think that's what happened here. Struggled early a little bit, and then, it came back strong. And I think, playing with Shea over there at second kind of helps us with those double plays. And being able to play with someone up the middle is a really nice factor. Hopefully they'll be able to get another shortstop and second base combo next year.
Now, personally, what are you going to take away from this summer?
Just taking away that I had a bunch of fun here. I've played summer ball in 2 other places, and this by far ranks as number 1. And it's been a great summer and a lot of fun. And I think taking what the coaches have told me throughout the summer, getting better every day, and I think I'm just going to take that back and hopefully show some same results back at school.
All right, Trey Sampson, best of luck to you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Again, we're going to keep it here live. Brett Winger. Brett Winger. 2-time Newport Gull. Of course, Brett, last year you won the championship. This year, coming oh so close. But it's going to feel good, though, to spend 2 solid summers here with Newport. This year you're coming back from an injury early on, getting back to 100%, and, to come this far, to come this close. I know it hurts in the end, but, still, it's going to feel pretty good to have 2 successful summers.
Yeah, it was pretty disappointing to lose tonight, but I had 2 great summers here in Newport, and I was happy to come back for a second one. I couldn't be in a better place to play summer ball. It's a great place to play, and the coaches were great. They work with you, and I feel like I got better both summers, and couldn't ask for anything better.
Do you regret anything about coming back here for a second season? Did you want to come back the whole time?
Oh yeah, I definitely wanted to come back for sure. Yeah, I had a great summer, 2 great summers.
So the memories you've made here now for 2 years will probably last a lifetime.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll probably be coming back and visiting every now and then. We'll see.
All right, Brett, thanks so much for joining us, and thanks for giving us some great baseball to watch the last couple of years.
Thank you.
And we're still going to keep it here live for as long as we can on the NECBL Broadcast Network. We've got players, we've got coaches, folks all over. We have Millen Mantle here, Gulls international product, of course. You're down at URI, not too far from Cardines Field, but you're a native of British Columbia.
Exactly. I'll get to go home for a couple of weeks here, and then end of August I'll be right back where I started here in Rhode Island. So
you don't get to see home too much, but you get to see an awful lot of Rhode Island, right?
Exactly, yeah. It'll be nice to get home and see some family and friends I haven't seen for a while. But it's been a great experience here this summer.
It's always going to hurt, of course, to lose at home. Game 3, it all came down to this. But this is a team that won 12 straight, that really, gave it all their effort. I don't know if the Gulls could have done anything else.
Yeah, I know we got hot at the right moment, and just fell a couple games short. It's a tough way to go down, especially at home. But great group of guys, and couldn't have asked for anything more.
All right, thank you very much for joining. Good luck to you in the future.
You too.
Steve Anderson, another 2-time Newport Gull. Steve, last year you were celebrating on the field in August. This year, it's still a celebration of more friends, more fans that you've accumulated here in City by the Sea, and this is your 2nd year. But more relationships and friendships that are going to last a lifetime.
Yeah, and that's you forget about baseball sometimes. You think about what we've done over the 2 years that I've been here, and it's all I can say is that I've been blessed to be a part of this organization. It's the best thing going in the summer, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. And just thankful to Chuck and everybody that brought me here.
Steve, it's great to win it once. To win twice is sometimes unfathomable, but to come this close, I know it's going to hurt in the end.
Yeah, it's honestly killing me right now, but just trying to think about everything I've had the opportunity to do here, and not a lot of people get to do that. And I got 1 ring, but more than that, I've got to be with a bunch of great people, from the players on the field to the ground crew guys to you guys. It's been an amazing experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Steve, of course, you've made plenty of friends. You've made plenty of long-lasting relationships here. As a player, how have you improved and developed in your 2 summers now in Newport?
The coaches are some of the best I've ever had, and it's not knocking any other coach I've ever had, but they do truly care about you, and I've made great strides here, I think, and I've been blessed to be around those coaches and Chuck and everyone who's made me feel, like family since I've been here.
All right, Steve, congratulations on another strong summer here in Newport. Set the new team record for runs batted in with 42, and look forward to seeing what you can accomplish in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Steve. And we're still going to stay here live on the NECBL Broadcast Network. It was a tough loss here tonight for the Newport Gulls. 7-1 the final score. The Keene Swamp Bats coming away with the championship here, as we have Miss Eric Stone, Newport Gulls season comes to an end here tonight.
Yes.
This is your second year in the NECBL.
It is.
With the Mystic Schooners last year, no playoff appearance for Schooners. Last year, you got a chance to beat your own team, though, this year.
Yeah, we did, and it was nice being on my own teammates. It was nice to see some of the guys I played with last summer, but it was nice to be on the winning end this year.
Of course, always tough to lose here in Game 3. It came down to the final game of the season. But still, I mean, you've made some great memories, I'm sure, this summer.
Yeah, it's been a great summer. We lost this last game here, but it's been a great summer, and just to make it to the championship round is awesome in itself, and it was great to meet all the guys, make new friends, and hopefully get to meet up with them again in the future.
What's next for you?
Right now, I'm just going to go home, relax for a little bit, go back to school in a couple of weeks, and then start up again at BC, and hopefully everything goes well there.
All right, thanks for a memorable summer.
Yeah, thank you too. Thank you.
Here on the NECBL Broadcast Network, Newport Gulls again falling here tonight as Newport 7-1 in the championship series. Of course, we've got a couple other players, staff, support personnel all here, and we've got our pitching coach Kevin Long behind us here. I'll try to get him in just a few moments. But a lot of goodbyes happening here at Cardines Field. A lot of folks, saying farewell for the final time. And of course, many players have been known to come back here in Newport, visit over and over again. And it's always tough to say goodbye, but we have a few players around here right now. Waiting on Ethan Ferreira. Ethan Ferreira, Newport Gulls catcher. Of course, Ethan, we're live here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Ethan, Newport Gulls falling here tonight. But, overall, this is, of course, a summer to remember here for Newport. Ethan, it's a tough way to lose here in Game 3, but still, the summer was long. I'm sure you made a lot of friends. I'm sure you've made some memories that are going to last forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to meet a good bunch of guys from good programs, and I'll be looking forward to either playing with them or watching them on TV in the Major Leagues a couple years.
Ethan, what are you going to take away from this summer on the field?
Just keep grinding. Summer ball, it's long. It gets pretty hard playing every day, and just got to keep grinding, trying to grind out wins, and just be a bulldog on the field.
Now, what's next for you?
Take 3 weeks off, and then go back to Harvard and get working again.
So you'll be, goes right back up in Boston for that. But overall this summer, are there any particular memories that stand out? Anything that's you're really going to carry with you going forward?
I have a couple memories that we just put with the guys, great group of guys. But on the field, probably my best memories happened a couple of days ago when I hit the home run here at home. Just in front of that crowd. And
in Game 1?
Game 1 of the championship. It was something to remember for sure.
All right. Congratulations on a good summer here, Ethan.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Best of luck to you going forward. Still here live on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Newport Gulls General Manager Chuck Pava. Chuck, another season comes to an end.
Yes.
We've seen wins here, Chuck. We've seen losses, and here's one of those Game 3 losses that always hurt. But that the team that got the Gulls to this point is still one of the best teams ever.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, you can't win every game. And these guys played great baseball all summer. They battled. They're a class group of guys. I couldn't be more happy or pleased with them. I'm proud of them. I'm proud they're Gulls. I'm proud they wore our uniform. And I couldn't be more happier. This is a game that, unfortunately,
So here still on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Chuck, we lost the microphone there for a second, but all right, we lost the microphone there for a second, but now we have it back, Chuck. So again,
lost it again.
Yeah, a memorable summer here for these players who made friends that are going to last a lifetime. They've met host families here that they're going to be in touch with probably for the rest of their lives.
Yes. Outstanding kids, they're outstanding young men. They're Gulls, and they become part of your life. They're like your children, and they go back off to school like your own, so we're going to miss them.
While the other 12 teams in the league will start looking towards the 2014 season, the Gulls not only have that to do, but also a big event coming up here in the offseason, Chuck.
Yeah, we'll have a Hall of Fame event here in Newport to honor our great players that come through here, and one of these days when we do another Hall of Fame one day, it'll be these kids. So I'm honored that I'm able to be around these young men.
All right, Coach, General Manager Chuck Paver, thank you so much for another great season here at Newport Gulls baseball.
Thanks for your staff. Thanks again, Nick.
Thank you, Chuck. And we'll still keep it here live. Still a few more stragglers here around Cardines Field here in Newport, Rhode Island. We've got the Newport Gulls intern staff out here behind us as we've got a number of players still here on the field. We also have a grounds crew member, and that's Rick Lombardi. Rick Lombardi, Newport Gulls, longtime member of the grounds crew. Rick, you've seen some good wins, some good losses, some tough losses, and some tough wins here in this ballpark, and tonight is one of those tough losses.
Yeah, it is. It is. You can't lose sight of the fact that they won 12 games to get here, and they were on a run, and they ran into a good team. They ran into a grinding good team, and these things happen. That's baseball, man. That's baseball, and you can't lose sight of that.
Still, Rick, what this team did here in the final week of the regular season when they were asked to play 3 straight doubleheaders, they ended up winning 7 in a row, plus 5 straight postseason games, 12 games in a row. That's something that may never be repeated.
It may not be. Like I said, they won 12 games, and they won those doubleheaders, and that wasn't easy. The weather didn't cooperate with us, and they have nothing to hang their heads about. They're a good bunch, and that's summer baseball, man.
Rick, you're a volunteer. You've lived in Newport your whole life here. You've been on the team for about 10 years now, and we're going to see you back again in 2014, you think?
Yeah, I always find myself saying yes, Nick. We'll be back, just like you will.
Rick Lombardi, Newport Gulls grounds crew chief. Thanks so much for joining us and providing us another solid season of solid infields.
Thank you, my friend. Take care.
We'll see you at Mudville.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Rick. Still here live. We'll be joined in just a few moments by some of our other members of our Newport Gulls broadcast crew, Jared Ware, Hillary Costa, down here on the field in just a little bit. But first, we still have a number of folks still left out here on the field. We got Coach Kevin Long. Kevin Long, Newport Gulls pitching coach. This is, of course, his 3rd year here with the Newport Gulls. He's no stranger to summer baseball. Coach Long was a pitching coach with the Wareham Gatemen, the Cape Cod Baseball League. He was a pitching coach with the Danbury Westerners in the NECBL. Coach Long was on the field in Danbury against his old team last year, and the Gulls took home the 2012 championship. It always hurts to win, to lose at home. It always hurts to lose in a Game 3. But in the finals, it hurts us a little bit more. But still, I think, Coach, the Gulls still have plenty to be proud of from this summer.
Absolutely. You have to put the season in totality. And you look back and you look at all the players and how they improved and how they brought a lot of pleasure and hard work to the city. And, they were a team. And that's the most important thing. And I enjoyed being around with them. I enjoyed working with them. And they're better for the time that they spent here. So it's a win. Even though you lose, the bigger picture is that they got better as players. And sometimes that's the most important thing.
Coach Long, the Newport Gulls with the loss here tonight. Again, it's always sad to see the season end that way. But these players, they're taking home memories, friendships that are going to last with them a lifetime.
Absolutely. And last year when I went through and we won at Danbury, it was special. Even though we lost today, this is still special because, like I said, these players got better, and you're going to see some of them on TV pretty soon. And that's what tickles me more than anything else.
What's next for you, Kevin?
Well, I'm going to go home. I'm going to try and get a good night's sleep. I'm going to talk to Chuck tomorrow and see what's going to happen.
Newport Gulls pitching coach Kevin Long, thanks again for your 3rd great season here in Newport, a team that led the league in ERA and picked up 9 shutouts on the season.
Well, that's a tribute to the ball players, and it's also a tribute to Coach Coombs. Coach Coombs is not only the manager, but he's a great pitching guy, he's a great hitting guy, and he knows how to lead. And it's a shame that we didn't come through, but his leadership the entire season was tremendous, and he's a cornerstone in this organization, and he has been, and
has been for 9 years now.
For 9 years, and I don't think there's anybody that comes close to his leadership.
Finally, Coach, every year is, of course, different. Every game is different in baseball. This is your 3rd year here. What was special? What was different for you this summer?
Well, this summer, like I said in previous interviews, I think this staff was one of the best staffs I've ever been around in summer ball, and it could be the best staff I've ever had in my career. So I knew it going in, and I think because I am older, I kind of know what I had. And it was special to me to be around them. And they all got better. And when I parted ways with them, I kind of knew that they knew they had a special thing too. So, you know, it was a special season for me, being around really tremendous talent.
Newport Gulls pitching coach Kevin Long, thanks again for the entertainment on the bus ride and, of course, the entertainment on the field.
Well, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you next year.
Hopefully. Thanks,
All right.
Coach.
Take care.
We'll still keep it here live as we still have plenty of folks still left here around just for a few more minutes as I see Newport Gulls hitting coach Al Leyva. Coach Leyva, another member of Mike Coombs' staff who is back here for a third year this year. Another man who has a lot of veteran experience around the NECBL and summer ball. But, Coach, you know, it always hurts to lose in Game 3, but you got to recognize, of course, that the Gulls accomplished so much this summer.
Yeah, you know, you got to put hats off to King. You know, they came in and did what they were supposed to do. And, you know, we tried to do that, and we didn't. We fell a little short. But, again, it wasn't – even though we lost the last game, it really was a great season for us. You know, offensively, pitching-wise, we did a good job.
Yeah, yeah, it's a keen team that went to Game 3 3 times, ended up winning all of them. And sometimes they just have that momentum. That's baseball. It's the way it works. But for the players' perspective, none of them can stop singing your praises. For the way they developed, whether it's their batting stance or the way they make contact with the ball.
Yeah, I'm blessed that I get to work with some of the elite athletes, and when they first get here, I tell them, here, I'm not here to change you. I'm here to help you. I won't say a word. If you want my help, I'll give you my help. And my other goal is for them to be their own hitting coaches when they leave here. And I think a lot of them would feel that way, that they know what to do, and that's what we talk about day in and day out. So I'm blessed to work with them, and and I learn a lot from them as well as they learn from me, hopefully.
Coach, this was your third year with the team. What's kept you coming back, and what was your favorite memories of this summer compared to your previous ones?
It's a great town. It's a great organization. I mean, that's foremost is why I come out here. The way they treat our coaching staff, the players, the town, takes care of us. And, it's just a great place to be in the summertime. And, probably my greatest moment with these guys is actually in the bus. I mean, you've been on the bus, and the things that we do or the movies we watch, for me, that's what I miss. I mean, yeah, the game stuff is great, but being on the bus and listening to the guys talk or the coaches talk, and
you really get to know people.
You do, and that's what I really cherish the 3 years I've been here. It's just those bus rides. Even though they're long at times, it's a lot of fun.
Of course, you're a high school baseball coach out in California. What's next for you?
We're this year's team's supposed to be pretty good again. So we'll see what we can do, and I'm looking forward to another season doing that, and hopefully we'll when I get back, we'll start here in a couple of weeks and start getting ready for spring.
All right, Al Leyva, Gulls hitting coach. Thanks so much again for another memorable summer.
All right, thank you, Nick.
We'll keep it here live on the NECBL Broadcast Network. We got Shannon Carlson. Shannon Carlson, one of our associate producers here. Shannon, this is your second year now following the Newport Gulls. Of course, you're pretty close to our executive producer, Tom Lima. You're right there in the control room every game doing our graphics. You're up there in the press box making sure everybody's got water, everyone's got stats, everyone's got everything they need. But this was a really hands-on summer for you. I mean, you've been out here in the post-game show. You've been on the pre-game show. You've really done it all.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And I I'm just a natural organized person as it is, so I like making sure everyone in the press box has water, everyone in the press box, has what they need. They're good to go. I'm very close to the press box anyway because I do all the graphics, so I'm constantly getting lineups from the press box and getting lineups from you and your input on things. So it's very hands-on, and I like it. I have my routine. I come out here after every game, help with broadcasts, and I have my routine. I like what I do.
Shannon, being so involved here at the broadcast throughout the season, you got to know it hurts when the team loses. You become part of the team. And how is this loss here tonight impacting you?
Oh, I mean, it was hard at first. Once it was frustrating just from the start. Just you had a sense that it wasn't going to go well, but I was able to distance myself and just kind of realized I'm not actually playing this game. They're doing their best. They're going out, giving it their all. They've done that all season. They know the game. They know what they're doing. Wasn't all there tonight, but they gave it all this past season. Like Keene, obviously, had a little more momentum tonight, and with the win from Game 2. So, but best team won.
All right, Sharon, thanks again for all your hard work this summer.
Thanks, Nick.
As we begin to wrap things up here, I'd like to take a moment to invite our executive producer, Tom Lima, to join us out here on the field for just a few moments. Of course, Tom Lima has been the man behind Newport Gulls broadcasts for 10 years. This is the 10th season of Newport Gulls baseball on the NECBL Broadcast Network. We're doing it since 2004, and Tom was just 13 when we started. 10 years he's been doing this now, and here he comes right out of the control room. Tom Lima, our executive producer. Another season ends here in 2013, Tom, but you've seen it all.
Yes, Nick, I certainly have. 2 rings now. Couldn't get the 3rd tonight, but I'm just proud to serve the organization and the players and bring the coverage into people's homes and their parents' homes.
Tom, we hear it from the people watching, listening at home. We hear it from the league officials. We hear from other teams that the coverage that you produce here is second to none.
I mean, this is what I go to school for. It's what I want to do with my life one day. So I enjoy every minute of it.
Tom Lima, what has kept you coming back?
It's just so much fun for me. I mean, it's a lot of stress, it's a lot of work, but it's fun. It's good work. It's just fun to me, and I love it.
Of course, you also follow the team pretty closely. It's going to hurt though when the Gulls lose like they did tonight.
Definitely it does. Great group of guys this year, but we can say that about every year that I've been here.
Well, this year, from a broadcast perspective, Tom, it's been a pretty unique and pretty well-run operation compared to previous seasons. We've had, very stable crew there every game, and it's allowed the broadcast team to do things that really we've never been able to do before on a regular basis.
Yes, getting better every season is what we push for. The organization's motto is raising the bar, but we aim to raise the broadcast bar and just improve quality all the time. Push forward.
All right, Tommy Lima, thank you very much again.
Thank you, Nick.
Keep it here live now. We'll invite Jared Ware, Hillary Costa to join us back here on camera again, not for the final time, but maybe the second to final time. As we get the fedora going. Actually matches your suit better than mine.
Really well.
Jared Ware, this is your first season here in the city by the sea. Following the Newport Gulls, watching what this team does from day one now to the final day. And you've been somebody that's been a huge sports fan your entire life. You follow sports, you want to broadcast sports, you really want to somehow get into this industry someday. So from your perspective, what does this Newport Gulls organization mean to the players? What does it mean to the fans? What does it mean to the city?
It's an amazing operation that you wouldn't expect out of summer collegiate baseball, just from the production value of the in-game stuff, the little in-between inning games, the crowds they bring out here, the audio, and then what we do on this end. It's just unbelievable to see where it is here in Newport, and then you go on the road and you see that other teams are seriously trying to emulate what goes on here, and the community support here is unbelievable. This is something that it's amazing, really, when you think about it.
Jared, we talked about how the players take things back with them and they learn, develop over the summer. How have you done so?
Just being on air, it's crucial. You got to log as many minutes as you can. Build your reel, build your portfolio, put yourself in different situations, talk to different guys, and I'm really excited to get back to Rick now and just keep banging away some more. You learn so much. The great job that this crew does and the extent we go to produce these games day in and day out, game in, game out, it's hard not to get excited about going back and trying to implement some of the stuff we do here to what I do down at Rhode Island College.
Of course, you've done a ton of interviews this summer. You've done some play-by-play work, some color work. You were also a scoreboard operator one night, but mostly you're also the official scorer here.
Yeah, that's something that I hope to never have to do again, just being honest. It was great to help out, any way you can. Obviously, that was what I was looking to do when I came down here. Whatever needed to get done, that's just the way that I kind of try and operate. So, someone needed to do it, I'll do it. I'll take the hit. But really glad that aspect's over.
Hillary Casa, this is your second season really covering and following the Newport Gulls. First year really covering them. You got a lot of on-air experience perhaps here this year that you had never had before.
Oh yeah, I did never step foot in front of a camera before, so I was terrified. And you remember me at the beginning of the season. You just point to someone and tell me to go interview them, and I didn't want to do it. I felt like I was bothering people. But what I learned is that to really enhance the experience that some of these families are trying to watch at home across the country, you are doing them a service by going out there and getting that interview and giving them the picture that you have right in front of you that they're not able to have in front of them over whether it be Montana, California, Florida, Texas, all over the country these Newport Gulls come from.
What are you going to take back from this season personally?
Personally, maybe not so much about skill or building my resume, but about the different kinds of people out there that really care and they really want to provide for families, for aspiring major league players, or just making gentlemen. And the people that I've met in this community, I'll never forget some of the people I've met. Heather Abbott, who was affected by the Boston bombings, the general manager of Mudville Pub, where everyone goes after hearing about that operation and how much he appreciates the Newport Gulls. Talking to from the grounds crew all the way up to the general manager, that's what I'll take away. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the fact that there are people out there like that still.
Jared Ware, the Gulls had a 12-game winning streak before they ran out of gas here in the final 2 games of the playoffs.
Yeah, they had a great season. It was a great run. They just came up against a team that hit an even better run. When you look at it, Keene may have put together one of the most impressive runs, maybe in any CBL history. Obviously, my history doesn't go far as back as yours, but to have only picked up 3 games in the first month of the season, to be basically out of everyone's mind, and it was questions, what's going on there? And they really figured it out. They peaked at the right time. Talented team. They played so hard, and like you mentioned earlier in this telecast, so hard to come down to Cardines and do what they did tonight. Unbelievably impressive.
Hillary, again, the Gulls with a tough loss here. It always hurts to lose at home. Game 3 of the finals, but we mentioned that the memories of the players made here are going to last a lifetime.
Nick, I've been going around the field and doing interviews with these players tonight, and it seems unanimous across the board that the kind of team that gets made here in Newport, that's fostered by the crowd, the community, and the coaches and the management here, is just unlike any other. And as I'm interviewing these players, they had tears in their eyes talking about these players that they've been with all summer long, or maybe some of the veteran players who've played with each other for the last 2 years. So it's just something like that. A loss here at home definitely hurts, but you can tell that that's probably second on their mind compared to the fact that they have to leave this group that they've made such a bond with over the...
It's hard to believe in 2 months that they can make a bond that strong.
Absolutely. Some of the characters that we had on this team and the coaches as well, they could snap it on and off. They could be characters at 1 minute and laughing with each other at the beach, and then the next minute they're here 2 hours earlier than they need to be taking batting practice when the coaches didn't ask them to. So it's just a testament to the kind of character that these guys have and the kind of players and gentlemen that the Newport Gulls organization looks to pick up every offseason.
We'll have one final word from both Jared and Hillary in just a few moments here as we step off camera here as we get set for our final few words here, the 2013 season. Of course, this season began back in early June. It seems like it was years ago, but now we turn here to a final sign-off for 2013. And in a tradition begun by the late Boston Red Sox broadcaster Ken Coleman and carried on by Joe Castiglione, we sign off here in the 2013 season with the words of former Major League Baseball Commissioner A. Bartlett Giamatti. It breaks your heart. It is designed to break your heart. The game begins in the spring when everything else begins again, and it blossoms in the summer, filling the afternoons and evenings, and then, as soon as the chill rains come, it stops and leaves you to face the fall alone. You count on it, rely on it to buffer the passage of time, to keep the memory of sunshine and high skies alive. And then just when the days are all twilight, just when you need it most, it stops. Today, August 14th, a Wednesday of sunny skies but somewhat cool temperatures, with rain on the horizon, cooler weather in the forecast, and broken branches, and leaf-clogged drains, and slick streets destined for the days ahead, it stopped. And summer, for this team and everyone that makes it possible, was gone. The executive producer of Newport Gulls Baseball is Tom Lima. Gulls Baseball is produced by Shannon Carlson. Our associate producer, Everton Carter. Our director, Brian Christie. Our on-site engineer, Milka Tolich. Our audio technician, John Stevens. Our production assistant, Rob Sanchez. Our statistician, Tim Scott. Our camera operators, Jason Johnston, Steve Nelson, Jay Nicholson, and Bobby Carlson. Our pregame show host and color analyst was Jared Ware, and our postgame show host and field reporter was Hillary Costa. I'd like to give a special thanks to all of those who made our broadcast possible this summer. Newport Gulls General Manager Chuck Pava, Vice President Chris Passos, Treasurer Ron Westmoreland, Vice Presidents Greg Fader and Mark Horan, Baseball Operations Director George Bissell, Public Address Announcer Dano Hanley, Head Groundskeeper Dennis Hauk, Grounds Crew Chief Rick Lombardi, Team Photographers Jed Melise and Melissa Pava, Manager Mike Coombs, Hitting Coach Al Leva, Pitching Coach Kevin Long, and Assistant Coach Frank Holbrook. The Newport Gulls players are providing us with this outstanding game action that we've seen this summer, and for being friendly and willing to provide us with so many interviews throughout the season. Also, Brian Medeiros of NCTV 18, our voiceover talent, Lawrence Cunningham, Clements Marketplace, including managers Ben Church, Stacy Gasper, and Sarah Silver, for giving Tom Lima and I the time to come down here and produce Newport Gulls baseball for you. The Gulls families, trainers, host families, and the many other volunteers, interns, staff, media, broadcasters, and fans that make Newport Gulls baseball possible for us to cover, and of course you, the listeners, followers, and viewers of Gulls baseball all season long on the NECBL Broadcast Network, as well as our former executive producers Steve Rice, Steve Andrade, and our longtime color commentator Steve Iwanski. Thanks to all of you. It's been absolutely unbelievable 10 years covering Newport Gulls baseball. And as we sign off one final time here in 2013, let's thank those who made tonight's broadcast possible. The executive producer of Newport Gulls Baseball is Tom Lima. Our director, Shannon Carlson. Gulls Baseball produced tonight by Brian Christie. Our associate producer, Everton Carter. Our on-site engineer, Rob Sanchez. Our audio technician, Bobby Carlson. For our field reporter, Hillary Costa, and statistician, Jared Ware, we'll send over to them one final time for a final word here in 2013. Jared, we'll start with you.
An amazing season. Lived up to all the expectations I had. Wouldn't trade the experience and the time I had down here for the world. I'll always remember this summer and some of the guys I talked to. Hopefully, maybe I get to interview some of those guys or call some of their games when they're in the show. But we'll see. This was such an awesome summer. I want to thank everyone at the Newport Gulls, all the players so gracious to take time in the pregame to come and do a quick interview, the coaches, all the guys I talked to, and then everyone a part of this broadcast team, which is by far and away the best broadcast team in summer collegiate baseball. There's no question about it. And I look forward to working with all you guys in a few weeks.
Thank you again, Jared Ware. Hillary Costa.
I think two things I'll take away from this. One, as far as an experience to, gain some experience in media or in baseball management at all, I think that the NECBL, Newport Gulls specifically, is a great place to do it, and they just throw you right in, and you got to learn and think on your feet, and that's something that I definitely will take away and explore the possibility in summer management as a future career. But as far as the season goes and the summer I've had, one thing I can't wait to do is to tell my kids and my future family about some of the things that have happened this summer here in the NECBL, traveling on the road, trying to jam all the equipment into one van with 7 people, taking the fan bus up and having lobster salad rolls with the general manager of the team, and just learning about the community and becoming so submerged in it to the point that you've got to contain yourself when emotional things happen here on the field. So definitely going to miss it, but looking forward to starting anew in the school year.
Jared Ware, Hillary Costa, it's been fun. The 2013 season comes to a close, but the Newport Gulls will be back in 2014. Of course, we'll be back with our coverage of the NECBL Hall of Fame dinner coming up this November right here in Newport. Thanks again to all of those who have made our broadcast possible all season long, and for you, the viewers and listeners, for providing us with a great audience. Newport Gulls fall to the Keene Swamp Bats here tonight as the Swamp Bats are the 2013 NECBL champions. Thanks for tuning in to Newport Gulls baseball this summer. Until next time, so long, everybody.